All right, lads. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out Beauty Bay makeup. I have had so many requests to do this, and like I wanted to do it, and I almost did the video. I literally sat down to film a video once, and then they launched a new product, and I was like, can you just stop launching products for a minute? Because I want to do a review. But yeah, I picked up a bunch of products from them. Obviously, it's not a full face. Beauty Bay don't do like a full face of makeup just yet. I'm curious to see if they'll ever do a foundation. I reckon they do a good one. But yeah, I have everything from like face powders, like bronzers, blushes, highlighters. I've got lip products, and I've got some eyeshadow products and like liners and stuff as well. So yeah, let's just chuck it all on my face. All right, so I picked up 2 bronzers. I have one in the shade Beach, which looking at it now, I'm like, it's a bit orange for me. I'll probably still try it because I like a little bit of orange, all right? But yeah, that one there is in the shade Beach. And then I also have this one here. I can never find the names of them on here. This one's called Caramel. Hopefully this one will be a little bit more cool toned. Otherwise, I'm going Oompa Loompa today. Darker orange. Okay, we're going orange today. It's whatever. So this is Caramel. It is definitely like a lot more kind of like tan. And then this one is Beach. Okay, this one definitely does it lighter. I'm gonna start off with that one, see how it looks. Might be able to incorporate a little bit of caramel somewhere, but I don't wanna like start some like accusations or anything here. I'm gonna put down the contour brush. Gonna go straight in with the bronzer brush, so let's see. Let's see how orange I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna pop some of that on my cheeks here. Right now I have the Body Collection foundation and Bye Bye Under Eye Tarte Shape Tape. So that's what I've got on my base right now with a little bit of the Fenty powder. Can go in a little bit more heavy-handed. Yeah, it's definitely a contour. I mean, should I try this other one or am I gonna look really bad? Let's see. Let's just see. I'm just gonna like pat it in place. If I do it really lightly, it's actually not bad, the caramel one. If I do a lot of it, I'm gonna look very orange, so I'm just gonna make sure I use a light hand. Okay, that side is picking up the light weirdly, and now I've got weird shadows on my face. Okay, just gonna quickly take my blending sponge. I mean, the formula seems nice enough. It's obviously too dark for me and too like orangey for me, but it seemed to blend out fine. These products, by the way, are super, super affordable. I know I picked up some in the sale, but I swear like some of these powders were like £3 or something crazy. I think normally they're around about £5. But yeah, I mean, they seem pretty good. Like there's no issues with blending or anything like that. It's not too pigmented. It's not like not pigmented at all. Doesn't seem to be patchy. Not bad. I do, however, want a little bit of contour on my face. Otherwise I might look a bit like the moon emoji. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of my chocolate bronzer just in there. Sorry for cheating. I feel like I might have even preferred it without, but I've already done it now, so we're doing it. Just a little teeny tiny touch, and I need to stop. I have like the too much gene, and I just don't know when to stop. Here I am, still going. Put some on my nose, down the sides of my nose. On my bits, nope. Okay, this is the bit I'm most excited about. I've swatched one of these, like I swatched it a while ago and I was like, okay, you have my attention. So this is obviously one of the highlighters. I have 2 highlighters that I picked out. I have one in the shade Beam, which looks like this. The packaging is nice as well. It's very, very simple and it's like plastic, but it is nice. So that's the highlighter. So this is the one that I swatched. Okay, let's do a swatch here. Like, that's pretty mad. And then I also have the shade Glaze. So let's give that a swatch. Ooh, a little bit more icy. Let's do that there. Okay, these look good, brilliant, lovely. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Beam here, the slightly more golden one. It's like, it's quite, I don't know if I've got my shirt tucked under my bum. I mean, if I just like show you guys what it kind of looks like, you can see maybe that it does have a little bit of kickback just from me tapping it in, but it's not really anything to worry about. Okay, Beauty Bay, let's see what you got. Hello. Hello. That's nice. I'm gonna go a little bit more heavy-handed. I always try to do things a little bit lighter to start off with. Sometimes I just go, and just like basically put a stripe down my face, but I'm trying this more like subtle thing. No, I'm not. That looks really good. Really good, actually. I feel like once it is also kind of like settled into my skin just a touch, because it does look like it's really not bad. I've tried enough highlighters in my time to know that this kind of highlighter is probably going to settle down a little bit, especially when you like put like a setting spray or something, or your face gets a little more oily like in half an hour's time. Yeah, it looks ever so slightly like on the skin. But yeah, I feel like in about half an hour, by the time I've done this video, I feel like it'll look even more just kind of like meshed in there. Looks bloody good though. Woo! Okay, let me try the other one on the other side. So this one here is in the shade Glaze. Okay, this one is Icy. This one's like way more silver. I was doing that to my face. Like, I'm going that lightly. They aren't messing around with this. Which one do you guys prefer? I like them both, so let's put both back on. So I'm just gonna add a bit more of the gold to this side, give them a little mix, and then I'll take some on my forehead there. Okay, that's maybe too much. Okay, then gonna put a little bit of the more like pinky one. Couldn't even think of my words then. A little bit more of my pinky one on there just to match them up. That is so intense. Again, like, I know I keep talking about it, but again, with this camera, you just see everything. So you just see how just intense these highlighters are. There's no other word for it. Let's now load up the Cupid's bow, little milk mustache. Gotta be done. See, when I do that, you can see the particles of shimmer, like the little individual shimmery bits. However, when it's on my face, I think because obviously it's on like a foundation base, you can't really see it because it all kind of meshes together. On my lips though, I'm about to get you nice and close. Are you ready? Yeah, it just looks a little bit more sparkly. So I'm gonna draw that down just a touch. I mean, I might even do it with my finger. Let's try the other shade. Tiny little bit there. I mean, it was a tiny little swatch, but there's a lot of it on there. Yeah, better with your finger, I think, because obviously you have more like oils in your finger and you can kind of almost mesh it in with the product that you already have on your face. Whereas when it's a brush, it's just kind of dusting over the top. So if you can just kind of like press it in. Don't you dare start screaming now, Michael. It does just seem to look a bit better. All right, nose. Gonna take a tiny bit on this pencil brush. This was of the more golden color. And tap that in and then go back over it. And just build it up, and I want more, so I'm gonna go in with a bit more. Down my nose, just a bit. Yeah, again, I can see a touch of like the individual shimmer particles. You do have to blend it out a bit. I think that's the secret with it. Because obviously when you're doing your cheeks, you're a little bit more kind of like blendy, 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 blend. When you're in such a small space, like on your nose or something, you do just need to make sure that it is blended out so it doesn't look sparkly. Unless you want that, then do whatever the hell you want. Slather it on with a freaking paint roller, I don't care. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in with Glaze. This is like the more pinky sort of version. And I'm gonna load my brush up there. And then do my inner corner. And my brow bone. My lady. My brow bone. Yeah, these are really, really good, especially for the price. I will just say, if you want it to look a little bit better, a little bit more meshed into your skin, use a slightly fluffier brush. Blend it out a little bit. Like I said, on like your nose, your lips or whatever, just kind of pat it in with your finger and it does just kind of like mesh with your natural skin. Natural skin covered in foundation. So now I'm just gonna take my bronzer brush again and just lightly go over the edges of that, of the highlighter. Just so there's no like stripe, stripe, stripe. I don't wanna look like a Neapolitan ice cream here. I wanna eat Neapolitan ice cream, but I don't wanna look like one. Okay, just putting that out there. I feel like there's a Michael running around here somewhere. I felt like a gust of wind. He's right here. Michael, do you want to come here? Michael, everyone loves to see you. People actually like to see you more than they like to see me. Come here. Yeah, you screaming? Come here, sis. Come here, little Michael. I can't pick you up because I'm sat on my shirt. Oh, there he is. What this? End of the brush? Ooh. Ooh, oh, amazing. Do I have a clean brush for you? Oh, I do. Stop trying to run away. Let's brush your little head. Nice. There's his nub. People always ask about his nub. Can you not? Can't scoot. Yeah, people always ask about his little nub. It was never cut off. That's just, he's literally touching like packaging. Let's try that again. His nub was like, he was born with his nub. He's a Manx cat. So he just has like this little tail. We never cut it off or anything like that. Like, okay, you're sitting with me, lovely. People either think we cut it off or that there's cat hair everywhere, or that he was maybe in like an accident or something. Nope, he was just born strange, and he continues to be strange. All right, so next I have one of their blushes. So this one here is just in the shade Peachy, because I'm predictable. And, ooh, hang on a minute. That actually doesn't look as pigmented as I thought it would. Okay, this actually gets me excited because when I have non-pigmented blushes, I'm like, that's the kind of blusher I would probably wear. So I'm gonna take a bit of that and just lightly tap that. Where's my mirror? Lightly tap that over the bronzer and my highlighter. A little bit more. Sometimes I like to actually bring a little tiny bit onto my forehead as well. Like this. I think that's looking pretty good so far in terms of like highlighter, bronzer, everything like that. Considering we don't really have a contour on right now, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now let me just make sure that my lips aren't crusty. Because in my previous videos, again, I said it before, I know I'm talking about this camera a lot, but I'm still so stoked by it. Like, I need to stop being such a mess because you see everything. Like if I have like sleep in my eye or like eyebrow hairs that I haven't plucked or like something in my teeth or like crusty lips, there's no hiding. You're all gonna see it. And I sit here and to myself and I'm like talking to my camera thinking like, oh yeah, you know, no one cares, it's just a camera. There are almost 500,000 people of you potentially going to watch these videos, so yes, I need to become less of a mess. All right, so next I'm gonna move on to lips. So I have two different lip liners, same sort of like brands and everything. They are just in two different colors. So I have this darker brown one. Hello. This one is in the shade called Vintage. And then I also have this one in the shade called Whip, which just looks more like, yeah, just like a true kind of nude. So that's what I like. I'm gonna start off with the lighter one, then I'll put the lipstick on, and then if I feel like I can get away with wearing the darker one, I will do that. But yeah, let's start off with this guy. No pressure. Gotta make sure this actually looks good. I kind of regret getting this camera. Like, I've got to get better looking, better at makeup. You can see I've got like highlighter in my hair. It probably looks like dandruff. It's not. I'm clean somewhat, promise. Ooh. Okay, creamy. And foundation on the outside of my mouth. So I've got to get rid of that to pretend to everyone that I'm put together. Actually looks a little bit more pinky on my lips. I mean, they're really easy to apply. Let me just put on a little bit of lip balm so I'm not crusty. A little bit just in there. And then I'll just tap it in. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that lip liner. And they are super affordable. Like I said, like it was creamy. I'll have to see how it kind of like stays put. Like, I mean, I'll probably be able to tell pretty easily. Is it very like blendable? I mean, it feels like it does blend out, but it doesn't feel like overly slippy or anything. Okay, so now I'm gonna try out this lipstick here, which is in the shade Freckle. So this is a matte one, just like a nice standard nude. They smell like cake, which is great. Right over the top there. Ooh, that is a good nude. It doesn't look too matte right now because obviously I did put on that lip balm pretty much straight underneath. But realistically, by the end of the video, I usually like to reapply my lipstick just a little bit. Also because I talk too much and then my makeup goes a little bit flaky around my mouth. You know, people do these videos with like their little blurring filters and their cameras that already have like blurring filters put in them. And people just don't look like that. When you talk for like an hour and you're sipping on Coke bottles and shit, like your makeup ain't gonna stay on. I don't care who you are. That's probably why like all the Kardashians and stuff, they drink and they eat and they're like, feel free to like just Photoshop things. PG though, yeah? And I feel like I'm quite happy with that. Like I don't feel like I need this liner here. I'll put it on like the outer corner slightly because I feel like I can get rid of that if I don't like it. So just a little bit there. And I'll just blend that in a touch. Makes my lips look a bit fuller. Not that I need it, but let's go. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how that looks actually. It's a little bit more intense, a little bit more like Instagram lit, but I'm down for that. I'm liking this so far. Like, everything's nice on the cheeks, the lip product's nice, and now we just need to do eyeballs. Okay, so I've actually picked out one of their eye bases. This one here is just in the shade Base 2. So I've already got concealer on my lid, but I'm just gonna take some of that on there. And yeah, just blend that out like so. Let's take one of these little brushes and I'll just tap that in. Seems to blend out to be quite sheer, which is all good. It's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just an observation. Tell you what, I feel bad like recommending it. Revitalash, it bloody works. My lashes were long anyway. I've always just been a hairy girl. Brows, lashes, mustache, everything in between. But yeah, that Revitalash stuff has just made my lashes curled and just, I don't know, just good. So if you are struggling with it, I won't lie, it's freaking expensive. I haven't really tried any of the other ones, so maybe have a look at other reviews on like other lash serum things. But the Revitalash one is banging. Okay, so that blended out really nicely. All right, so for my eyes, I have this Pastels palette here. I've had this for such a long time. I had so many requests from you guys to try it out. And then, like I said, they just kept bringing out more and more products. And I was like, slow down, please. I want to do a video on this. So yeah, this is the Pastels palette. Just looks like this. Haven't swatched anything, so let's just give it a go. Let's swatch Daydream, which honestly, I think I might have to put on my face. Daydream, Cloud Free, and First Light. Let's swatch them like on my wrist here. So we have the purpley one. Obviously they're gonna be like quite light because they are pastels. This bluey one. You can see my Botox is wearing out because I can like move everything a lot more intensely. I'm like, wrinkles incoming. And there's the yellow, which is quite fluorescent actually. Obviously they do kind of sheer out quite a lot because again, they are pastels. So I am kind of expecting that, although that blue does look pretty good. Let me swatch that purple one more time. I can do a little bit of a better swatch. Okay, so the purple is very, very sheer. They do appear a little bit chalky, like not super chalky. And again, you can't tell much from a freaking swatch. You need to put it on your face before you actually make a full review. I've tried out quite a lot of Beauty Bay eyeshadows before, like their bigger palettes and stuff, and I do really rate those. So I am intrigued by this little guy here. So yeah, first of all, I am gonna take Daydream just on a flat brush. So I'm just gonna wiggle my brush in there and let's press and swipe. And then I'll start doing some little tapping motions. Okay. As you kind of tap it in, tap, tap, tap in, I'm sorry. This is when you can just, how did none of us, like, what? How did no one realize I had ADHD? Because I say something and I'm instantly like, ooh, a lyric, gotta sing it, can't help myself. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna pop that on my eyeball. That's actually a really good pastel. I was thinking that was gonna look so sheer, but it's really not. Like, don't get me wrong, I am going in for like a couple of extra taps, but that's just to kind of make it look a bit more intense and see what I can get away with. I love that color, holy shit. So I'm just kind of taking that a little bit in my crease. So I was like singing, ah. Album drops in, well, now, actually. I really like that. Okay, I'm excited now. Ollie, yeah? Can you pick me a color? Huh? Can you come here quickly, please? Okay. Hello. Hi. Which color? Huh? I'm kind of thinking that one to go here. Blend into the purple?
Yeah, I mean...
Yes?
Is it supposed to be a...
It's not supposed to be anything.
Either that or the one on the left of it.
Oh, that was the one I was trying to figure out if I wanted or not.
Yeah, I like
You've
the
not.
left of it.
Do you reckon? I should. Oh, okay. I'll just chuck that one on.
Weird, like.
All right.
It looked like your Wii remote or some shit.
My Wii remote.
Yeah.
My Switch.
Yeah.
Okay. As requested by Ollie, we're going in with that one. I was like, do I do that one or that one? That one looks a bit more subtle, and I'm just. Okay, no, we're going in with this one. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Cloud Free. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I rate this one as well. I'm literally just using the same brush, but I'm just using the other side of it. So again, I'm just blending that more so into the middle. I like it. I like it. Ooh, ooh, okay, right, I'm gonna go back in with a bit more Daydream. Just to go over that little blend between the two colors. I would like the blend to be slightly better because I find that like applying one product and trying to blend it into the next one, it does kind of like take a little bit away from the other color. Like me putting that blue on does take it a little bit away from the lilac. For some reason, just me saying lilac then, I was like, did I say lilac weird then? But then I started thinking to myself quickly, I remember my mum used to say, instead of bra, she used to say bra. And I was like, I've never met anyone to say bra. And she would always go, oh yeah, I can't wait to take off my bra. And I'd be like, eh? So let me know if any of you say bra, or if you know anyone that says it, please tell me, because I've not met anyone that says it. Okay, now I'm kind of looking at things and I'm like, okay, but do I need to add a bit of the yellow? Because I already am, so there's that. Let's do a bit of the yellow on the inner corner, just to make it just something. I can always go back over with highlighter again. They don't seem to blend that nicely together, I won't lie. It's not they don't like blend and they go all like weird or anything, but they do just kind of like take the colors away from each other. So again, I need to go back in with a bit of that blue, just to make sure that I don't completely lose it. Because otherwise it does just kind of like shear it out a bit. So just a little thing to note. I mean, I suppose if you were using like a completely wet base, like a P. Louise base or something, or like a concealer, it probably would work a bit better. But I'm having to go over it a few times. Maybe I'll do, I'm looking at my face, like now what do I do? I might go in with that pink, that one, the one that I was gonna use. I had a feeling that Ollie would come in and just be like, nah, choose the other one. I just knew that he would. Okay, so that one seems to be a bit more sheer, like a bit more subtle. But again, like I feel like I'm not being harsh. I'm never harsh. I'm too much of a little bitch. But I mean, I'm tough, okay? Don't mess with me. But what was I saying? And then I'm gonna go back in with some more of Daydream because I think that is my favorite color. I think this would work really, really well if you were doing like a one eyeshadow look. Like I see some people that just do like lilac all over their eyes and make it kind of like more of like an editorial look. So yeah, my only downfall with this palette is that they don't really seem to blend that well, which I suppose is a pretty big downfall. But I mean, maybe I'll try it on the other eye. Like this video isn't that long yet, is it? Is it? I don't know how long. I'm filming for 40 minutes. Like that's not that bad. I'm gonna take a bit of my Shape Tape concealer. I might not do the full eye look on here, but at least we can just like try and see if it does look more pigmented. I don't know if that looks any different right now. We'll see. I feel like actually, oh my God, I've lost track of my own eyeballs. I kind of feel like that one actually looks a bit more pigmented, the one with the eye base. But so now I'm just confused, to be honest. You know what? For an affordable pastel palette, that's actually pretty damn good. Yes, there are issues with blending, but not issues like it doesn't go patchy. It doesn't do anything that you can't rectify. You just kind of have to go back over with that same shade, just kind of blend it in a little bit more. I think that's actually pretty banging. And I'm not the usual kind of person to wear like loads of pastels. Like I wouldn't normally wear an eye look like this day to day, but I would definitely wear like one or two of these shades together, like just this on my lid or just that blue with just like, I don't know, liner and lashes or something. Okay, I'm gonna go and put on some mascara. I'm not gonna put lashes on because honestly, I ain't going anywhere. I can't be bothered. And like I said, my lashes are doing bits at the moment, so I feel like it'll look good enough as it is. So yeah, be right back, gonna put on some mascara and then I'll share with you guys a finished look. Why have like my eyelashes clumped together here? Are you okay? Are you like having a little moment, a little mating season for the eyelashes or something? I don't know. Be right back. Hello. Okay, so I thought that was a finished look, but I actually have some liners as well. So I picked up one of like the trio liners. I don't know where the box is. It's on the floor. So yeah, this is what the liners came in, but I'm pretty sure you can get them on their own, but I just picked up this little trio of like the pastel collection. So yeah, I have 3 different lip liners, eyeliners. Let's lay it, okay? We have this like lilac colored one. Ooh. I also have, oh, hello. This like periwinkle blue sort of shade. And then I also have this one here, which is like a minty green sort of color. Oh, these just make me happy, in all honesty. Look, it's like my eyes on my hand. I know Ollie's gonna edit like my eyes on my hand right now. Wait, let's try something here. Ollie, please edit my eyes on my hands. Thanks. Okay, so I'm just gonna squidge that in my waterline. Anyone there? Can you really tell a difference? I mean, it's definitely like, there's definitely a slight little bit of like brightness to it. I mean, you can see it slightly. I just don't think you can necessarily see the color all that well. It does just look like a nudie sort of white liner. It's there, you can see it. It's not groundbreaking. I feel like I'd like to end this video on kind of like a high, but instead I'm just like, it's okay. But you know what? I am actually buzzing about this makeup look. I really am. I think it's sick. I like the eyeshadow. I really, really like the lip products. I like the highlighter. I like the bronzer. The bronzer's a little bit too orange for me, but I think if I did just wear that, like, I mean, the bronzers that I like to wear, MAC Give Me Sun, I like the Urban Decay Beached one. I like the Fenty one. They are all very kind of like orangey bronzers, which I don't mind, but I usually like to kind of balance it out with a bit of like a cool tone bronzer as like a contour. So yeah, overall, like, especially for the price, man, like I was just thinking about it, like, yeah, the products are good. And then I reminded myself that actually like, all of these products are super, super affordable. And so for that, I really rate them. I think my favorites would have to be the lipstick, that's such a good, just like standard nude shade. Like, look at it. It's like light enough, cool toned enough, just love that. The lip liner is really nice as well. Mine's already covered in stuff. I've literally had this for like an hour and it's already looking disgusting. All of the face powder products were nice. The highlighters, my one tip is to just like blend it out a little bit if you do just want it to look a little bit more like skin-like. But yeah, like I said, maybe we can zoom in for this bit, but the way it looks on my skin right now, I'm pretty happy with. I could even just take a bit of setting spray. And again, I got that in my eye. Okay, yeah, now it looks a lot more glossy, looks a lot more like in my skin as opposed to sitting on top. Yeah, I'm pretty buzzed about all of these products, to be honest. Like, the only things I wasn't that keen on was the eyeliners. They just didn't do that much for me. I was more excited about them, and then when I tried them, I was just a bit like, wah, wah. And yeah, the bronzers, I would have liked to have something that was a little bit less warm tone. Pretty sure when I looked on the website, they didn't look this warm toned, because, I mean, like you can see, it's pretty dark for me, but like I said, you can just use a really, really light hand and it sort of like worked for me. I'm gonna have another little look on the website, see if I can buy one that is a little bit lighter or a little bit more cool toned. I don't know, maybe the swatches are just a little bit off on the website or something. I don't know, either way, made it work. Happy with the result. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this makeup look in the comment section down below as always. And if you did enjoy this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays now. And also, it'll just help me out by subscribing, by liking this video. Like, it'll just make me feel good, okay? But apart from that, that is it from me. As always, I love you guys. I really do. I know every YouTuber says that, but I'm honestly just like, I'm so gassed to have this as my job. I don't know why I'm rambling about this now. Evidently, I'm just a bit ADHD today. I just feel really grateful that I'm able to, like, it's 2021. I've been doing internet stuff, like not YouTube, but like blogging and everything like that. And I've been doing it since I was about 15. I'm 28 well, I'm filming this on the 7th. I'm 28 in 8 days. See, I've been doing like internet things for a long time. I know some of you have stuck around like since my blog, which is crazy to me. I think I started my blog when I was like 17 or something. But yeah, just wanted to like, just put that in there and just say thank you, because I am just really, really grateful that I can do all of this shit again for another year. Hopefully many, many more to come. Hopefully I'll be like 60 years old, Botox to the nines, like probably be holding my face back with like a hairband so that I can actually put foundation on. Also, hello, just want to put this in there if you're still here. Hi, thank you. You obviously have a very good attention span. I'm also on Twitch now, and I'm going to be doing a lot of gaming, and you guys are going to be able to see a lot more of my weirdness, and I'm going to be able to talk and talk and talk to you guys for hours and actually like talk to you in like live time. So if you guys do want to follow me over on Twitch, I will link everything down below. I also do have my Ladies Man 69 channel, which I'm posting on again. It's weird, okay? If you go on it and you judge me, I understand. But yeah, basically if you want to hang out more, there's more place to find me down there. Anyway, I've wasted enough of your time, so I'm just gonna head out. Once again, thank you all for watching. I feel like I've never really said that before, ever. Thank you all for watching, guys. I was just talking about how much I loved you guys, and then I went off on a really big tangent. I love you. Hope you're good. See you in the next one. Why am I such a freak?